Hey, it's Saul with a War Within profession video. Today we're going to quickly go over profession perks, awesome things about a handful of professions that make your character feel good. Not from a gold making standpoint, but from a, hey, this is cool and powerful sort of feeling. And it might influence what professions you decide to pick up during this expansion. This is a short video and we'll get right to it, but if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe for more coverage, and catch me live. We'll start with alchemy. Alchemy has always had some cool tricks up their sleeves, and that hasn't changed. By specializing into flasks and phials, the duration of these effects when you use them on yourself is increased by 50%. They also have a daily perk, where the first potion they craft gives 5 max quality copies for personal use. So these are like huge money savers for endgame. Alchemy also has access to the profession-only Alchemist Stone, wherein it increases the effect of healing and mana potions by 40%, and it's otherwise a solid trinket with versatility and main stat procs. Moving on, there's engineering, famous for its access to many engineer-specific gear like goggles, which give single secondary stat bonuses. It's a good idea for the min-maxer who wants to stack secondaries and their options in a given season aren't optimal. This also gives them an additional tinker slot, whereas non-engineers only get 1 tinker slot on bracers, and on top of that, their specializations let them reduce the failure chances of tinkers to a minimum without needing special attachments. Engineers also have access to a host of other engineering-specific items, past and present, the most recent being the irresistible red button. It's a device to res a whole group after combat, and they can throw down crafting tables for other professions. And finally, who can forget having access to a series of wormholes to easily jump from one continent to the next? The War Within version, by the way, has a 30-minute cooldown. Blacksmiths can repair their own gear at no cost. It makes no difference if it was crafted or not. The investment is intense, with requiring mastery at the bottom of each branch and armor smithing to repair each slot of armor. Under weaponsmithing, the blacksmith will need to master the same weapon spec as the weapon being used. If possible, the earlier mastery is achieved, the better, and while you need to manually repair your gear by using your master's hammer or using a macro, your repair cost will be no more, saving you tons of gold on that character. As someone who has a personal policy of not testing dungeons and raids, I know that's kind of weird for a guide writer person. I wasn't able to fully research what sorts of profession perks happen in dungeons. Thankfully, Wowhead comments are here to save the day though. In the Stone Vault dungeon, blacksmiths as well as warriors and dwarves can activate a special buff. In the City of Threads dungeon, engineers along with rogues and priests can activate another buff. Unfortunately, I couldn't find more information on the upcoming dungeons in Season 1. Profession buffs in a dungeon isn't what I'd consider a deciding factor in what you end up choosing, especially because other classes or even races can activate these. And that's it, short and sweet. If this was useful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more WoW coverage, catch me live, and if you do happen to know new info on those dungeon buffs, let us know and I'll provide it on the sticky. See you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.